Ladies and gentlemen of KH No Filter, welcome to the channel. Unfortunately, I wish it was under better circumstances. But yeah, that was. Look, aside from the defeat, I want to say this, and this is something I had to like fight between because I didn't know what to come up for the title, but that was probably one of the best cup games I've watched in a very, very long time.
Yep.
I haven't felt that stressed out since the Champions League final.
No.
By all
I totally
means,
agree.
man.
Totally agree. And it was exciting because City weren't in it. That's why.
Yeah. But guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Marshalldbdx, if you don't already know. We got an old friend of ours here. Some of you may know him as the Winter Surfer. I know him as the beloved Andrew. Andrew, welcome back, man. It's glad to have you back. I only regret it being under these circumstances. I wish it was under a win, but regardless, we're gonna have a the comments coming in already.
We just spent about 5 minutes backstage, and then we suddenly realised we're gonna have this stream. We don't want to. Sorry for this. Don't want to blow our load. But backstage, you know what I mean?
It's true though. It's just there is so much to talk about this week. And I mean, we're probably just going to end up talking about this game for the most part. Because it was
never
just
boring, right? It's never boring.
It's never boring with Chelsea. It really isn't. It's absolutely crazy. But welcome back, man. I'm glad to have you back. It's going to be a fun stream, or we're going to make the most fun out of it as we can.
Yeah.
But if you're brand new to the channel, subscribe. Make sure you comment down below. Let us know what you think. We do have a poll up right now. I want you guys to let me know if you think Chelsea deserved this win or not. And then at the end, we'll see how many people voted and whatnot. We'll be dropping the link later on in the conversation. So stick around if you want to have your input, you want to have your say. And yeah, make sure you smash that like button. It does help out the channel. Let's just get right into it. I guess overall thoughts on the game, Andrew. Tell me what you think, man. How did you feel about it?
It was a very open game. Very open game. I thought we started the better first 15 minutes or so, and then Liverpool slowly came in for it. Pulisic had that chance in the first 5 minutes. Fantastic vision by Aspian. Pulisic right in front of the goalie, side-footed it straight at the goalkeeper. That was the first miss. Then they started getting into it. Mendy made that double save. More Mendy later. I run out of words to describe this guy. He's not up there with Czech, but he's
the fucking double save, Andrew. Holy crap!
Well,
that first save.
Just a general play.
Yeah.
But then, then obviously, that was only. I think that was their only real chance Liverpool had, that double save. I think, and then Kai, who I thought was excellent today as well, or his all-round play. He set up that chance from Mount, and Mount hits that wide. I don't know how he's missed that. And then second half again, we started the strongest. Mount, the worst of the misses for me, right in front of the goalkeeper, sides it against the post. And then basically, I think they sort of peppered us for most of that half. Mendy making a few saves, good defensive football, and then obviously Lukaku comes on. I actually thought it was a good hit from Lukaku right at the end.
Me too.
Good save from the goalkeeper. And then, also in the second half, that Kepa incident, I think it was a red card.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think he meant it because both feet were up, but he was late. And then, then extra time, Lukaku, that offside goal. I'm sorry, I need another angle on that offside goal. I really do, because the angle makes him look like he's onside, but he finished. And then, it was all we were better in the extra time, but it was all down to penalties, wasn't it? It was down to the goalkeeper. I
hate to see it.
I guess that was it. It was a great game. And, I've been hearing all week how Liverpool were going to pepper us and smash us and stuff like that. But it's like, I've kept very quiet because I know how this team performs in finals. Just don't ever write us off in any final whatsoever. So
that's where Chelsea thrive, huh?
Yeah, Chelsea used to play in finals. Even this team is used to playing finals. Okay, they played 5 finals now, if you want to count the Super Cup as a final. It's 5 finals in less than a year. Yeah, this team knows how to get to finals. Okay, and I just want my final point for obviously if anyone is still saying the midfield is our problem area in this team, please watch that game again. All our midfield were fantastic. Kovacic and Kante less so, but Kovacic was magnificent. And when Jorginho came on, we were still dominant in that extra time. I don't care what anyone says. So we know what our issues are. We'll discuss them later. But yeah, please.
T1 London bringing up a really good point here. Big up Edu, Silva, Rudy, Chalaba. Second half performance. Reese did all right for his first game back as well, and Alonso did great. Look, I agree with pretty much everything you said, Andrew. I was really, really impressed. It was hard. Like, it was at one point, it was really actually hard to say who the hell was the man of the match. I mean, I'm going to give it to Mendy. Clear out. He saved us. He kept us in the game. That double save. Oh my God. What? I don't know. This Donnarumma guy, like, who is Black? No, Mendy. Mendy is the best keeper in the world. I don't care what anyone says. This man kept us in the game the whole time. The amount of saves he was doing, he's just incredible. And every time, I thought Mane scored that. I thought that was a goal for sure. And then when I see it going over the net, I'm confused. I'm really confused. And you see the replay, and then the reaction that Mendy had for someone that is so big, and his wingspan, and also, like, the Salah one-on-one opportunity where he just opens up so wide, and then Salah goes wide, and then Thiago Silva, just to make the game a little more spicy, has to kick it out for a throw-in. But just absolutely phenomenal game from Mendy, and reminds us like why he's the number one. It's clear. It is so clear. Kovacic. Go on.
I'm going to say this, and I know why Tuchel did it, because I've seen him do it before, but I think sometimes you go to the well too much. Mendy was not letting anything, and I know he's got a dodgy penalty record and everything like that, but this man was on fire. He was on fire. He wouldn't let anything go past him. I'm sorry, I would have, and it's hindsight's a beautiful thing. In hindsight, I would have kept Mendy on, because he was not letting anything get past him whatsoever. Nothing. Yeah. It's like Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. Thou shalt not pass. You know what I mean?
He really was. Like he really was. He had a spell going that nothing was getting in. And we know how clinical this Liverpool team is. Those shots, they were going in. Any other keeper, barring maybe Ederson, that's going in. It's going in. Mendy, an absolutely phenomenal performance from Mendy. I got to give him my man of the match easily. Well, actually, not even that easily, because there's multiple great performances. You said it before, too. Kovacic. Oh, my God, Kovacic. Like, I know he's been a little, like, he's been consistently good, but there's been a little bit of hiccups here and there, But this game, the amount of times he saved us, the turnaround, the tackles, it just kept us in the game. Made some brilliant plays, brilliant runs. There at one point, he dribbles past 3 Liverpool players, and then they have to foul him just to, get the ball off of him. It's phenomenal. Conte, I love Conte, and this is something that we're probably this channel or anyone, all of us in general, are going to be talking about, is that in the summer we got to talk about what's going to happen with Jorginho and Conte, because they're getting there. They're getting there in age. The consistency isn't there like it used to be. But Kovacic is coming into his prime. Yeah. And Conte, he did well today. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't amazing Conte like we see in Champions League final Conte. Yeah, but he did a job.
It wasn't the Conte triplets today.
Yeah, it wasn't the Conte triplets today for sure. But he did win some balls in the attacking
third.
Oh, them
two were magnificent. Them two
were they were good.
We'll get onto it. Like, there's two people that stand out for blame today. I'm not even I'm not even talking about Kepa as one of them. Okay, I'm not even talking about that. There's 2 people. I have to wonder as well. Was Ziyech on the bench?
He was injured. He got injured.
He was in, so he wasn't on the bench.
Yeah, right? He wasn't even on the bench.
I couldn't remember if he was on the bench, that would have been.
I would have been pissed. That would be on Tuchel.
Yeah, but he wasn't on the bench. That's fine. I thought we missed him because the form he's in. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll get to that too. But with that midfield, we did great. This game was very back and forth, and very the last two. It was very open. Each side had good opportunities. I think Chelsea, for the most part, had the most clear-cut opportunities. And that being said, God damn it, because we had the most clear-cut opportunities, we should have. I think that we should have came out winning that game. We shouldn't have even been in penalties to begin with. Like you had mentioned, Kai Havertz has been playing phenomenally. Like this is the Kai Havertz that I expected to join this team when we signed him, and he's finally showing up. He's finally showing his class. The movement, the chances he was creating. This guy. People keep saying this guy is lazy. He doesn't move and all this stuff. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like when people tell me Kai Havertz is lazy, I look at them and ask them, what are you talking about? Because you see Kai Havertz on the left, you see him on the right. He's in the middle. He's showing up for the defender. He's defending at times. Like you saw how many times he was defending. He got into a little bit of a kerfuffle with Trent. Because they were on each other, and this guy is all over the place. And for 120 minutes, he's running the whole entire time.
Yeah, I thought he was magnificent today. I mean, I get on Kai a bit because of just how other people's expectations and my own. Because I think he can be. Yeah. I think he needs to learn how to be more clinical.
Of course,
we saw that during midweek against Lille. Although he scored, he could have had he could have had.
He was phenomenal during the Lille game.
Phenomenal, and I thought today that some of the passes he had, even even helping out when Lukaku came on, because big up to Lukaku as well. I thought Lukaku played well when he came on.
Yeah, Lukaku actually played really well.
He did play well, and like I said to you backstage, I need to see a different angle of that offside goal because the angle they showed makes him look like he's onside. The angle it was.
Yeah.
And but Kai, that setup for Mount was so perfect, and Mount then smashes it. The clutch Mason Minerals Mount. And I'm not a hater of Mount. I'm not one of those people who think he shouldn't play and we need to sell him or anything like that. But please don't tell me he's clutch at all because this was clutch moments and he messed up twice.
Big up, Bryonek. Welcome to the stream. Listen, let's get onto it. Let's get on Mount. Look, the two key moments in this game were the 5-minute mark with Pulisic missing his opportunity to score and the two that Mason had. I think Mason had 2 opportunities to score and he missed them both.
I'm not going to count. Listen, we could be really harsh. And there was a shot where he side-footed it straight at the goalkeeper after Havertz laid him off. I'll let him off that one a bit. I'll let him off that one. But the two. I mean, sorry.
You thought it could get worse with that first opportunity that he missed, the second one, he hits the post. What the hell?
He's got the hold of the goal.
It's like, this is what I mean. Like, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Mason has been terrible this whole, the past few games. Like, for the most part this season, he hasn't been that great. He's been very underwhelming, if you ask me. You want to look at the stats, okay, but there's also context to the stats. The stat padding with Norwich, like he scored a hat trick against Norwich, who right now I think still sit at the bottom of the table, or maybe they're out of relegation just now. But like, he hasn't been playing that well. And in recent games, he has looked good, but that's with Ziyech. Ziyech finding him in runs and when we're doing the 4-1-4-1. But I think I would like to believe that had Ziyech been fully fit, Mount would not have started. Mount would have been on the bench. So I think part of it was that Tuchel kind of had his hands tied. I don't know who else you're going to put on the right in that circumstance. You could argue you could have started Lukaku or Werner and then maybe put Havertz and Pulisic on those sides. But I don't know. We looked so good without Lukaku. Why would you want to, and why would you want to move Havertz too? So, but regardless, Mason's got to be putting away those chances. He has to. And he knows that. He knows that by now. That was the biggest issue he had last season, and he still has it. And with Mount too, like, what do you do with him now? You have to bench him. You have to.
The thing I think you're right in terms of overall. I think if Ziyech is fit, given the form he's in, I don't think Mount starts because Mount's coming back from injury, okay?
Yeah,
that's fine. Mount's coming back from injury, okay? People can give him that excuse. His injury did not affect his 2 misses today whatsoever. No. Okay? Not one thing whatsoever. He looked up for it. He might not be match fit, and that's why they took him off. in the middle because that's fine. He's not match fit, so he's going to run out. But those two chances, his injury did not affect those two chances whatsoever. Okay, and it's not the first time he has not been clutch, as we're told he's always clutch. Do you remember the miss against Everton when he's right in front of the goalkeeper and he missed it and he literally just passed it back to him? There's a few others top of my head. That's one that screams out to me. Right,
absolutely.
And I listen. I give him some of a break because I don't believe he's an attacking player like that. I think he's forced in that position because of the formation we play, and his numbers are better this season than last season, even though he's not playing well. I believe he's a deep line number 8. That. But please, I just want people to do this right. That and please remove the word clutch when you talk about Mason Mount, because today I don't care how you view the League Cup. If you think it's I don't think it's a big trophy. I'd love to win it because I love to stat pad trophies. Okay, in a big time Wembley final, he was not clutch. Okay, he was not clutch. I'm always told he's clutch. I'm always told he's our best player and stuff like that. Maybe he has been the best player at certain times during the last 2 years. I will give him that. But please, if you get, because it'd be different if he actually scored today, right? He'd get all the praise. Yeah, if he scored today.
But on one he would have gotten all the praise.
Yeah, so it's right that he should get him, and Pulisic shouldn't escape either, but Mount should get a huge chunk of the blame today. Them two particular. They're the only two who get blamed today whatsoever.
You're right. But you know what makes me more frustrated towards Mount than Pulisic? Because I get it. Like, Pulisic should have been putting that away. But throughout the game, I felt that at least Pulisic was involved in the plays. He was involved in the build-ups and involved in creating chances. He was involved. Whereas Mount, I couldn't believe it. Like, after the first 10 minutes, I was on Discord, because we watch the games on Discord. You've watched it with us before.
Yeah.
I was sitting on Discord, and I'm like, is Mason Mount number 9 or 19? Because he's disappeared. He's not in the game. Other than those 2 opportunities, what did he do? What else did he do?
There was a bit. Do you remember in the start of the second half when Kai Havertz went wide and he drilled it across and Pulisic was too late? I was going, where the hell is Mount? Why isn't he busting? He's part of the front three. Why isn't he busting his ass to get there? Because I saw Aspie up there instead of him. I said, why the hell is I think Aspie's still on. Why is Aspie busting his butt up there? Where's Mount? Where is Mount? Where is it? Mount, I don't look at, like I said, anyone's dropped in. I'm not one of those people who hate Mount. I don't hate Mount. Okay, I think he's a very good player. My expectations of him are different from others because he's 22 and I don't expect this of him now. But his play today, and he's coming back from an injury, I totally understand. He's coming back from injury. But some of the play today, he has to be questioned. And his overall play, because I tell you what, Marshall, can you imagine if Lukaku had started and missed those 2 chances today? Can you imagine the Chelsea fan base?
It would have been done. It would have been done. I was saying when he was kicking the penalty, if Lukaku misses this penalty, that's it. His Chelsea career is done. That's it. It would have been over. People would not have let him live that down at all. No. But now we have Mason Mount, who has disappointed us, has let us down today. Not only in the look, you could miss chances. It is what it is. But in his overall game today, people are here telling me that Mason Mount is the pressing machine. He's the guy that inserts energy into this team. I don't see him doing that anymore. Last season, I would give you that. This season, I feel like after 15 minutes, he disappears. He's gassed.
I do. Let me, to be fair, this is an order of them. I feel they have to do more with this is a Lukaku thing. I think he doesn't press that well. But the thing is, though, that I do object to that he's the only one who presses, because I've seen Ziyech do it a ton of times. I've seen Kai Havertz do it a ton of times. I've seen Werner even do it a ton of times. Okay, so he's not the only one. It just stands out a bit more because he's the star boy. Okay, but
he's
I've seen
Mason.
Ziyech. He's Minerals clutch man.
Minerals Mason.
You all know that, But, and this, like I said, this isn't. We don't hate man. We're not one of these people who are the extreme.
Of course.
In the fan base, apparently, you can only be one of 2 things with Mount. You can only be a great backer. You can be a Mount stan, or you have to hate him. We're not like that at all. You can see us. You can hear us in spaces. You can see videos on this channel and other channels. We're not Mount haters, but I'm sorry.
Receipts are there.
If it insert name here, it doesn't matter if it was Mount, if that was Ziyech, if that was Werner, if that was Kai, if that was Lukaku, I'd still be on them. I would
the
still
same
be on
way.
Them. And this even if this was a league game, I would be on them. But this was a cup final. This was a cup final. Tuchel did everything right today. Maybe, but maybe we'll go on to maybe. I know why. In hindsight, I don't think switching the goal was right. But at the time, I went, yeah, fine, because he's done it before. But I think he did everything right today. I think his subs that he wanted to bring on were absolutely right. Obviously, the injury to Aspilicueta, but he's forced to put Reece James on. But even bringing on Jorginho in extra time, I thought that was a masterstroke. I really do. And like I said, Mount does not deserve abuse like personal abuse or anything like that.
Of course
he
not.
Deserves harsh criticism for his performance today, and that's it.
Yeah, and it's like you said, the performance, not just the chances. We sat here earlier when we were talking about the midfield, and we paid attention and we noticed how often Conte and Kova won the ball and the presses were effective and all that. We noticed these things as spectators, but today, Mount wasn't it. It was almost like we were playing with 10 men at some points throughout the game. It was almost like we were playing with 10 men.
I just want to get Gabriel. Listen, I'm being super reactionary because it's a final. Okay, if it was a league game, I'd be less reactionary. But this is a cup final. Okay, This was something to build upon for us. It would have mean we've gone in every competition this year already and we've won 100%. It's to build up as much. I want Tuchel's stock to rise with silver. Okay, we're not going to win the league. We're probably not going to win the Champions League. I'm not going to rule it out. But to have that and to beat Liverpool as well. That's it as well. To beat this all-conquering Liverpool team. Yeah. Everyone raves about that. We were told all week that we're going to pack us 3 or 4-0 because they smashed Leeds. I mean, that's not impressive beating Leeds, okay? It's mandatory. It's mandatory, okay? But I just want to say, I'm reactionary, but I think after a final, you can be reactionary. And don't even think I'm being reactionary. They are criminals.
I think you're being pretty grounded for the most part.
They are criminals because they cost us. They robbed us of a trophy. They robbed us of a trophy. Yeah, that's why they're criminals. Yeah,
and like I said before, I give Pulisic a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because he was a lot better. He was good in that attacking third, just couldn't finish his meal. I was actually kind of surprised when Pulisic got taken off, but I also was like, okay, well, Lukaku and Romelu, like, if this attack isn't... I was just happy Kai Havertz didn't get taken off because that guy was doing so much work up on the front. Let's talk about Lukaku. Listen, you got to give credit where credit is due, and we have been doing our best to do that. And I got to give credit where credit is due. Lukaku actually came on and made a big difference and played really well. I don't know... in the beginning of the game, I was saying like this game might actually, if Lukaku started, I don't know if I would be upset about it really, because there's been a big discussion, I think, about if we play to Lukaku's strengths or if this formation is the right formation for Lukaku and all this back and forth about, counterattacking football and all that stuff. We were actually playing somewhat of a counterattacking football. And because Liverpool plays such a high line and because they have, bigger defenders in Van Dijk, and you saw how Jurgen reacted by bringing on Konate as a result of, Lukaku being in the game and bullying Matip. But he actually made a big difference in that game. And you know what? This offside rule is... This game had everything. This game literally had everything between Van Dijk's offside, which I was really surprised, but at the same time, it made sense because if Van Dijk isn't holding back Reece James is marking Sane.
Yeah.
That was his man.
Mane.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Sane. Mane. And you could tell that he saw Mane and was going to go for him, and Virgil van Dijk holds him back, is involved in the play, and then he's offside. And then on the complete opposite end...
Yeah.
With
He's holding him
Lukaku
back, but his leg's offside.
Yeah, his leg is offside, and it's from the waist down. You know, we're not counting the arms now anymore. Yeah. We're not like pulling a Danny Ings last season, whatever the fuck. But or Timo last season for that matter, actually.
Today's game.
Today's game. But well, how do you feel about that offside? Like, was it offside to you? Like, because Chris, we were talking with Chris for a bit, right? And Chris showed me the shittiest image ever. But from what I could tell from the line, like the line was around his bicep. And I thought offside only counted from like the shirt line, from like the shoulder over the I don't know. Was it offside? Also, the angle was like, you know,
the angle,
weird.
They never showed a different angle. And if you notice, they never showed a different angle on the telly.
The angle
on the telly is sort of inverted. It looks like Lukaku's on, right?
Yeah.
If it's not, and it's by the arm, letter of the law, I think he's offside. But that's a stupid rule in itself, because you can't score with any part of the arm apart from the top bit. So why would you do that? They didn't show that. They didn't even go to well, that's what I mean. They never showed a different angle. So I don't know what angle they were looking at. From the angle they showed, he did not look offside from the angle.
Yeah.
Now I'm prepared to be proven wrong if they show a different angle, absolutely. But I'm only just working off, because I've not gone on to whatever and searched different angles and all that shit. I've literally just gone on what they showed me. But yeah, Lukaku played well. I thought he caused them trouble. He had that shot at the end of normal time, which I thought he actually did a great job actually getting that shot off by the angle. And it was a good save by Kelleher. I thought that was, and it's sad to say, I thought that was his best performance since the Brighton game. I do, before Chris. Yeah, just after Christmas. Yeah, I think that's his best performance since the interview came out.
You know, there was a stat, and I can't remember the stat. Hopefully someone in chat can help me out.
He had more than 7 touches. He had more than 7 touches,
yeah. But there was a stat that I think, what was it? In X amount of games, Lukaku had attempted had 0 shots in his last 5 games or something like that. Something ridiculous to do with his shot. The point is that he hasn't been shooting. So when he came on in today's game, and you actually saw him taking shots and getting shots on target, it was like, where the fuck has this Lukaku been the whole time?
That was a great finish.
It was a great finish. It was fantastic. It's like, we've seen when Lukaku gets the ball recently, it's almost like he's trying to hold out the ball all the time, or his touch has been absolutely putrid. But today, like, when he got the ball, he wanted to shoot, and he shot. And you know, Lukaku, he has a freaking shot on him. Why not just take it? It's the same issue I had with Timo earlier in the season. Take a goddamn shot. He took 2 shots.
If you look today, on target. Marshall, I think they were trying to find him faster as well. I mean, Jorginho put a ball through to him in that extra time. He tried to control it. I give him credit. He couldn't control it, but he had the edge of the defender. And I thought, why haven't you been trying to do this? That's his game. That's his game. Yeah. Not the ball to him, because he's not that type of hold-up striker. Over the top, give him something to run onto. He's that. Just do that. Now, listen, it will take more than a cameo today to convince me that he can do anything for this team, right? Because listen, I think he's going to start against Luton Town, and I don't think he'll play that well. But
God.
But yeah, I thought he did. I thought he did what he could do. I really did, because like I said, I mean, Werner was very frustrating again. How many offsides? Was that 4 offsides in about 10 minutes or something like that? And then, but Werner was Werner. Yeah. I think, like I said, for his form, I think we really missed the edge today for the form that he's in. I thought we really missed that.
For sure.
Whether he started or came on, I thought we just missed that. That his form, essentially. That's what we missed. But Lukaku, I thought he did good. If I'm going to rate him, I'll just about give him a 7. If I'm going to rate him, because I thought he did everything, and he scored, but unfortunately he was chalked off. So
I agree with you.
So
I think, and yeah, he did score a penalty, and you know what? Kudos to him because he needed to score that penalty. He really did. He had all the pressure in the world on him for that one.
Good God! Imagine if he missed that. Jesus Christ!
We would be having a completely different discussion right now.
Can you imagine that? Imagine if he missed the penalty that cost us the overall thing. How he would be most of his fan base. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. A chunk of this fan base would get on him before they started getting on Pulisic or Mount. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and that, you're absolutely right. They would be on him. And you know what? I don't know. Lukaku. We have talked about Lukaku on this channel to death so often. So it's kind of a breath of fresh air in a shitty way to be talking about someone else other than Lukaku for why we didn't win the game. But with Lukaku, I think what benefited him a lot that this game was a high line kind of game, a counter-attacking kind of game. And that's the kind of game that he likes to play in that he liked playing in Inter. So I think it really helped him.
Well, we saw it in the game at Anfield. Anfield.
The first game, where we went down to 10 men.
They didn't find him. They chose the wrong pass. He made countless runs. But yeah, Timo. Let's go on to Timo.
Timo, I don't think Timo was actually that bad. I mean, I just don't think he impacted the game enough. I really don't. Yeah, he almost had a world-class goal. He almost had a world-class goal.
Oh, the chip, yeah.
The nice little curve.
His penalty, though. Did you see do you remember his penalty? It trickled.
I don't want to remember his penalty, man.
He underneath the goalkeeper. It was like one of the slowest penalties. It was slower than a Jorginho penalty. It trickled under the goalkeeper. It was like it bobbled. It bobbled on the ground and trickled in.
Dude, it was when Marcus Alonso showed up for the first penalty. I swear to you, I think my hairline went up like an inch. I was bricking it. And then when Timo went up, first of all, as soon as who was it that kicked the penalty? As soon as Rudiger kicked Rudiger kicked the penalty, and then the other penalty that Liverpool shot was made. As soon as I knew it was going to be N'Golo and then Werner, I was like, oh my God, Kepa, if you don't make a goddamn save, and you have to force fucking Werner and Conte to kick these penalties, I ain't going to be livid. And lo and behold, fucking Werner went on, and I was so nervous. I'm not gonna lie, Andrew. I was very nervous.
It went past the 5, and I was bricking it. Every single penalty that came up, I was like, oh my God,
dude. What's funny? I gotta laugh at Twitter sometimes. You go on Twitter and they're comparing this game, a Spanish keeper in De Gea. Spanish to Spanish keeper, they both lost the games for their teams, and it's look. Actually, let me rephrase that. Kepa didn't lose the game for the team. Honestly, Kepa shouldn't have even been in that position. Yeah, you could say, look, I hate this. I hate that this is happening again. I really do. Like, just when I thought we were finally out of this Kepa, lambasting that everyone loves to do countless amount of times. Like, look, we get it. Kepa went through a bad patch of form. He was very frustrating. He cost us a lot in the first season with Lampard. There was a lot of frustration with Kepa, and I get it. But those days are behind us. We've seen how he's played since Tuchel came into the club. He's been phenomenal. Yeah. He is a starting keeper. Just, Mendy's better. It's just, we have 2 starting keepers. We have 2 number ones. Let's get it right. But, how many times have we put in Kepa into a final and he actually comes through?
Yeah. I totally agree. I said to you, how many times though can you go to that well? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It actually pulls up, and it's, and also like we said previously on the stream, go back to the start, guys. Mendy was on fire. Absolute fire.
Oh yeah, he was.
He wasn't letting anything past him. I know he's got a bad penalty record. I know that. And the thing is, when it comes to penalties, I don't ever think you should miss a penalty. So when it comes to goalkeepers' percentages saving penalties, I don't really, I don't bother with that because I don't think you should ever miss a penalty ever. Yeah. Because it's like a free shot. But Mendy was, he was just, nothing was going past him today. Nothing was going past him. Or if that Salah one, it was going wide anyway, but nothing was going in that goal today. He was not allowing that to happen. And I just think that confidence he's in, he's African Cup of Nations, and he's won the goalkeeper award recently, rightfully so, and up yours, Donnarumma, you fraud. But I just think it was. Do you know what I mean? I would have done what Kepa did a couple of years ago. I'm not coming off.
Yeah.
You know what I would have done? I would have kept the ball and said to the guys, "Don't kick it out, so he can't make the sub." Do you know what I mean? So he can't make the substitution. So it's
oh my goodness.
But listen, that's in hindsight. At the original time, I was fine with it because it's been done before. Hindsight's a great thing. It's always 2020. It's always 2020. But maybe in future now, if he's playing like that, I just don't think it's like you never if your best players are playing well, your striker's bagging in 4 goals or something like that in one game, you're not going to take him out for the next game, are you? You're going to put him in because he's in a red hot streak of form. And Kepa, I think Tuchel's done a masterful job with Kepa, and Kepa's done it as well. Two of them have done a masterful job building him back up. And
100%.
And listen, because remember, it was 21 penalties today. It's not as if Kelleher made any saves or anything. Yeah. It was 21 penalties, and he was the one that missed. And really, do we expect goalkeepers to score penalties? I mean, really? I know I said we shouldn't miss penalties, but are goalkeepers practicing penalties? Saving them maybe, but not taking them.
Yeah. So I mean,
and it's
I only wish it was on target, but also as soon as Kepa came up, as soon as the goalkeepers came up, I was like, this is where it's going to end. One of these keepers are going to miss because they're both young, and we know Kepa, when it comes to mentality, he has fallen under pressure, under mentality, mentality does affect him. We saw what it was like for him under Lampard. He struggled a lot.
Yeah.
And now when he's with Tuchel, gained some confidence, he's been an amazing keeper. And you could argue that I don't think it's really an argument. You put him in 95% of the teams in the world, he starts. He's a starter. I say 95% because I don't know if he starts over Oblak. I don't know if he starts over Ederson. There's a 5%. These are the Champions League teams. But he's a good goalkeeper. He's gotten his confidence back. And I believe in him. I do. I mean, I guess it's coming out now, but
maybe not the world. I think he starts with a huge bulk of the Premier League teams. I think he's a
huge bulk of it. I think so. I think he's young. He's still a kid. That's the other thing too. You gotta remember, he's still a kid. Mendy is also,
he's mid-20s, isn't he? 25, 26, something like that.
Mendy's mid-20s as well, right?
Mendy's 29. So.
Oh, okay.
But in his prime.
It's like I can't put this game on Kepa. He shouldn't have been in that position to begin with, like you said. It's very frustrating that it happened. And of course, of all the people, it happened to Kepa, which you don't want it to happen to Kepa. He's already been through so much. And what sucks too is that now everyone's paying attention to Kepa, no one's paying attention to Mount.
Yeah,
people are scapegoating Kepa. And that's a problem.
I will not allow people to scapegoat Kepa. I just won't allow it.
Can't.
If your first thing when you're critiquing this final of Chelsea, if your first two names out of the hat aren't Pulisic and Mount, right? Then I'm gonna Mount more so than Pulisic, but Pulisic still. Then I don't want to discuss anything with you because that just means you have an agenda. You have an agenda. It has to. You have an agenda. Kepa was brought on. He didn't do it this time. He's done it previously.
Yeah.
It just happened, right? The reason
and he was close, by the way,
was because he didn't finish.
He wasn't terrible.
It was close with Canate's one. Didn't get a strong enough hand on it.
Yeah.
A couple were close to them, were to his side.
Some of them were questionable. The Van Dijk penalty where he was on the side that Van Dijk was going to shoot.
On that side. He was on that side.
It was shot so powerfully, but Kepa couldn't get anything on it. That was a weird one. I'm not gonna lie, but other than that, though, like you said, exactly like you said, it's a tough one. It's a big moment. 11 penalties. He came close to the Konate one. It's luck at that point. You expect to score the penalties, and it happens. Overall, though, I think I can actually be happy with this game, with how we looked. Yeah, we didn't finish our dinner. We've always had that problem. You know, that's always been our issue with Chelsea. We never finish our dinner. But I think today we showed that we can put up a fight still with this team, even despite all the drama that's been going on and the amount of games that we've been playing and all that, against one of the best. And to be fair, and I agree with chat, I put out a poll. 82% of you, out of 40 people voted, 82% of you are saying that, yes, we deserve the win. And I agree. I agree with you. I think we were the better team. We really were. Yes, it was back and forth. They had their chances. We had ours. I think our chances were the clearest chances of all of the whole game. And I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
The goalkeeper. I was just saying they were clearer. Absolutely clearer. Mendy saved a lot. I understand that, and they were good saves.
That's true.
The thing is that at that time we should have at least been, if we're being fair, because Mane really probably should have scored that one. That Mendy made the double save one. He just didn't hit it high enough. If we're being fair, by the time in the second half when they started dominating us and having more chances, it should have been 3-1. If we're being fair, 3-1 at the most it should have been.
Yeah.
And then we could have gone, that's fine, because we're protecting a 3-1 lead, so you can pepper us all you want. You're not getting past us, stuff like that. But you know, I think this team is, if we break it up into 4 areas, we've got goalkeeper, defence, midfield, and attack. We are 75% team. That's what we are. We know what the 25% is up front. It's that 25%. That lets us down all the time.
Yeah.
That lets us down.
And I would even argue, like, not even at this point with our current form, I'd even say like 85%, because even like right now with Havertz, the way he's playing, he's been phenomenal. Yeah, and if we have a fit Ziyech, then we don't know where this game goes. That was very interesting seeing this game with Ziyech, because I wanted to see how Ziyech fared with Robertson, you know? And to be fair, like, Alonso was so impressive today. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe I'm even saying this, to be honest. Like, the fact that, you know, maybe defensively he wasn't the best. I mean, Salah was kept pretty hush-hush today, thanks to Rudiger and him. But this man was like, even an extra time, he's playing on the line. He's so wide, playing on the line, dribbling past players and still keeping the ball in. It's like, what the hell? And attacking well. So, look.
Yeah, I don't rate Lonzo, but I thought he played.
I don't rate either.
He played very well today.
I don't believe in agendas, but I'll admit, I have an Alonso agenda. I want him out of the club.
I might.
You do too. We both do.
I don't think he's good enough. I still don't think he's good enough. But today, I can't fault him. There was one bit in the second half where he passed it out, and that was the only time I went, Alonso, you moron. That's the only time I went there. Usually I do it more. But that was the only time I can remember doing it, because he was solid. You're right. Let's be honest, Salah's best chance was when he was on the left.
Yeah,
that was his best chance. He didn't do anything from the right whatsoever. Nothing.
Yeah, the best chance was the breakaway one where it went wide, or was going wide, and that was from the left. Exactly. You're right. And it was actually impressive. I couldn't believe it. Reece James made his appearance today too, which was really nice to see. It wasn't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He is rusty. I'm not gonna fucking get on Reece about anything. He did the best he could. I think he played well. When he started warming up into the game, he looked a little better as well. You know, I'm not gonna put any blame on Reece for anything. I think he needs to play a few more games, and we'll start seeing the Reece that we saw in the beginning of the season, and that's gonna be a really good Reece, and I'm excited to finally see him back.
I thought it was a great battle between Diaz and Chalobah. I thought Chalobah.
Well. What did you think about Chalobah? Because this is the first time the commentator was saying that this is the first time Chalobah's played since the last Liverpool game.
Yeah, I thought there were some bits where he looked still a bit rusty, and there were some bits where he's still a bit naive, and Diaz got past him. But I thought all in all, he sort of handled the job of Diaz and whoever and then whoever, I can't remember, it was Jota or something then later, but I thought he did well. There's still a bit in his game that he needs to improve, certainly.
Yeah.
And would Christian may have played better because he's more experienced and everything like that, maybe. But I thought all in all, he didn't make any mistakes. And remember, he did get nearly his manhood taken off in the second half with Kepa.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's talk about that too. How in the world, first of all, how in the world does VAR not look at that? How do we not go to the camera? It's like that blows my mind. How, like, first of all, these players were down for a while. It was like a good 3 minutes, 4 minutes that he was down.
Stop it initially. Referee didn't even stop
exactly.
It. He played on.
This was a very physical game, by the way. There was a lot of fouls that were stopped, and we didn't see a yellow card until like what, the 90th minute maybe, when Kova had a foul Salah or something.
Definitely deep. Yeah. Deep into
that was the first card of the game. Which okay, cool, but Chalobah, that challenge, like I get it, they're both going for the ball, but like you said, Keita was late, and that's still a dangerous play.
I don't believe Keita meant it, but he was late.
Yeah,
that's the thing. And
even like a yellow, anything.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
Nothing. And I'm not even going to use that as an excuse of why we lost the game. That's not even an excuse. Would it change the game? Absolutely, it would have changed the game in our favour.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. At that time, Marshall, like I said to you about 5 minutes ago, we should have been 3-1 up already. So then going down to 10 men should not have mattered. But you're right. They didn't. The referee didn't even stop it when it happened. Both players went down, not one. I can understand not stopping for one, but both of them went down. So you should have stopped it right away. Second of all, VAR, and I'll say this again, the system works perfectly. It's who is ever on that system at the time is the problem. Yeah. For them not to even look at that
baffled me.
Absolutely appalling. Keita did not mean to do that. It doesn't matter. He did it. Okay, and he was late. Yeah, and honestly, I've seen follow through stuff like that less than that gets a red card than that. And I know you don't want to spoil a final, and I get that, but sometimes you have to put logic into it and go. The ref. I didn't think the ref had a good
Brio. I think he puts up a good point. That's why I pulled this up. It was really poor refereeing today on both sides. There was
some fouls that Liverpool should have got that I thought we were lucky to get away with. But I didn't think he had I'd see for that one. I don't blame the referee though. The Keita one, I blame the VAR. I blame the video system because he should have seen it. Because at real time, ref might not have seen it the way it is.
Should have been something.
The point of VAR.
Yeah. It's just like it just baffled me that there wasn't even like a yellow. Like you could clearly tell like Chalobah was hurt, and the fact that he got up and played. First of all, kudos. He got up and played the rest of the game. I would have asked for the substitution. I would have been like, no, I got to take care of my future children. Oh man, it was rough. But look, where do we go from here? The next game is Luton Town. Our players are fucking tired. Our players are going to be eggs. 120 minutes of a really intense Liverpool.
Major changes for that game.
I would hope so.
You'll probably see that even the likes of Harvey Vale probably play a couple of suits, whatever his name is, that guy.
I would hope so.
You're gonna see them come. You're gonna see Ruben and Sol play in the midfield.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna see Werner and Lukaku start.
By the way, before I start letting people in, by the way, guys, make sure you do smash that like button. It does help out the channel. I want to hear what you guys are saying. I'm gonna let you in just a little bit. But how did you feel about the Jorginho substitution? Did you feel like it was a little too late? Would you have liked to have seen him come in a little earlier?
I think
Conte for me was.
But then, like you said, Kovacic looked like he had run out of steam by the time the 90 minutes were out. And he looked like he started to limp a little bit. So they did try, and they were hacking him in the last 10 minutes, if you remember. There was a lot of fouls on Kovacic. I think he was going to come on anyway, because he's a penalty taker. I think Tuchel had that in his mind anyway, same with the Kepa thing. I think it was perfect. And the thing I liked about it, we were better we were the better team in extra time with Jorginho on and everything like that.
Yeah, for sure. We controlled the game.
It further goes to my theory that the midfield is not an issue.
Yeah, of course.
It never was.
Not at all.
It never was, and that's just to protect the forwards. The ball doesn't get to them. First pass Jorginho tries to find Lukaku.
Yeah, and nearly scored from that play. Also, the same play where he finds I think it was him that found Werner, and Kai was offside in that instance.
Yeah, Kai was offside, but we were the better team in extra time by far. Liverpool, if you actually deep it, Liverpool subs made them worse. If you deep it, the subs they made, because Jota was their. Let's face it, Jota was their trump card, and he didn't do anything. Jota was the penalty. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, he had a pretty quiet game. I was surprised Firmino didn't make an appearance, but
I think he's injured. Firmino, that's why.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because whatchamacallit? I was really surprised Thiago didn't make it, and he ended up getting injured. What happened? This game just all the good players get in. Some of the good players got injured before the game. It's Ziyech got hurt.
Fantastic game.
Thiago got hurt.
It just had everything. This game, apart from goals and
it's a classic.
Minutes, this game had everything. It was a classic.
It's a 0-0, by the way.
Yeah, these games, all three games against Liverpool this season have been absolutely. That's a proper rivalry. This is a proper rivalry.
It really is.
Fake Man City, Liverpool pat each other on the back rivalry. This is a rivalry, okay? This is a big rivalry. I don't care what anyone says, and it could be for any trophy, whatever it was. Yeah, this is how proper rivals face each other in a final, right? And because City have made this competition boring for the last 5 years, that's why this stands out, because City weren't in it. City have made this competition prior to this year boring, okay? And not wanting to win. I wanted to win it for stat padding purposes, to get closer and to get more trophies. But this was a fantastic final. And Liverpool, we hate. This is a rivalry. We hate each other. The fans hate each other. It's not manufactured. I think if I'm being honest, I think Liverpool are our biggest rivals. They're our biggest. They won't see us as their biggest rivals, obviously, but I think they're bigger than Arsenal in terms of rivalry. Because it's not only do we face them in the league or the cups, we battled them in Europe. Okay, it's bigger. It's the biggest rivalry this club has. Bar none.
I you know what? On that note, also Nick Blue, welcome, bro. What you got to say, brother? I agree with what you're saying, Andrew. Considering they're actually in competition with us for that second place spot, whereas Arsenal and Spurs they're still in the back burner. But Nick Blue, welcome to the stream, brother. How you been? How you doing?
Yeah,
how you holding up?
Thanks for putting me on. Big up, Andrew, and you, Marshall. Yeah, I was really I can't describe the feeling I had before this game because of Roman Abramovich, of course, and. I felt to where I was looking for really, it made this final more important because of the Russian situation in Ukraine. It
was really nice to have a distraction from all that too.
Yeah, and the match was a great match, like you said, for 0-0. Great match, and I really think. And I really think it was one player who cost us the final, and I think you all know. So I don't have to mention him. It's got to be, Mason Mount. He should have had at least one goal, 3 great chances. One goal he should have had with Kropi gaining at half-time 1-0 up. And, I didn't want him to start from the beginning. I was saying, he shouldn't have played him, really. He hasn't been on form this season. It's not like, last season he was all right, but this season he's nowhere near it. And even if Aziz couldn't play, put someone else there, put Werner, or anyone. Not, I love Mason Mount, but he's not on form. You can't play people who are not on form. And when it comes to penalties, when I saw Kepa coming up, but I was saying to my son, I don't think it's going to happen again because we're at the Liverpool end, and these Scousers, they do make noise. And that's another thing I'm really upset about, our fans. They let Liverpool out-sing us today. I remember in the 70s, 80s, 90s, no chance would we let Liverpool, the cop out-sing us. We used to out-sing them at their ground. God, you know, I was, you know, they did. And we had the same amount of fans. I was really pissed off with that. And the other thing is I was waiting for the fans to at least sing Roman's name once, because it's not the Russian people who are at fault, it's the bloody dictator, Putin, and his regime. But they didn't do it, you know. I couldn't get a ticket. I was trying all day that day to get a ticket, but I couldn't. But, you know, I was pissed off. After, you know, I still feel pissed off. It's hard to get over. You can't play Kepa. You can't blame him. The man, he stood up this year. I'm really proud of him. And everyone played well, really. That's the sad thing about it. We were the better team. I can't say, except Mason Mount, very bad game. Pulisic had one chance, you know, and he missed it. But Mason, you had 3 chances, mate. You could have won the final.
Yeah, Nick, and I agree with everything you said. Just kind of echoing, I think, what I would hope most people agree with. I can't get mad at Pulisic. Like I said, I feel like he was a little bit more involved than Mason today.
Much more involved.
Yeah.
Much.
So
you know?
Go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
Just saying. Well, I was thinking he was playing all right. He was playing good when he started. He had that chance. He was going for it, but he had that chance.
He's been looking decent in recent games.
With Havertz is really, you know, showing us what he is now. I'm really, you know, glad we got him. He's going to get even better.
Oh, my goodness.
And when, you know, all the shit about Lukaku, I told him, drop him. I knew when you drop him and he comes on, he's going to change. And he showed it. We got better when we had Jorginho, Lukaku, Werner. We got stronger at the end. But it's a shame that he was so close. I still think, I'm not sure if it was offside. It looked so, you know, he was on the line. So, you know, they could have given that as a goal, really. But it's a shame that we lost 11-10 on penalties with our goalkeeper missing one. I don't blame him at all, because it could have been the other goalkeeper. That was a lucky dip. Yeah.
Yeah, I think also, you mentioned Lukaku. I hope. I don't know if he should start the next game, but if he does start coming into these games, I want to see Lukaku play like that more often. I want to see him take shots. I want to see him make an effort. I want to see him be involved in the play. This is all I ask for Lukaku, is for him to be involved in the play. So if he keeps playing like this, I won't complain about Lukaku. If he keeps playing well with Kai Havertz, if he keeps playing well with Ziyech, you won't see me complaining about Lukaku.
I think he'll definitely start the next game due to the fact we went to extra time and penalties.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so. Him and Timo, I think, will be starting.
Yeah, they'll definitely start.
Hopefully, because they need a rest. All the players that played 120 minutes today, they need a rest.
You're going to see a lot of rotation.
Yeah, we saw what happened with Aspie, and I felt terrible because I don't think Aspie wanted to come off at all. Like
he never does. He's a warrior. He's a warrior.
It was heartbreaking because you're watching a legend come off for a future legend, in my opinion. And
he was Silva. What a man! Is he a man?
Thiago Silva and Rudiger too. Let's give it to both of them. Oh my goodness! And
Rudiger was.
I hope he's on. We're still waiting.
I really hope he does too. I really hope he does too.
Because he loves the club. You know, I can't understand it.
You can tell. Even when they got in that tussle with Kai and Trent, he just got involved, and the shithousery begins.
Harvey Elliott tried it.
He did.
Rudiger came in. He backed down. He was like, "No, you don't want that. You're not about this life, Harvey Elliott. You're not about.
You aren't.
Could be our future captain if he stays. You know, I can see him as a.
I can see it too.
Yeah.
Maybe he like a Pepe kind of captain, you know, for Porto, like loses his head every now and again, you know. But we'll see what happens. Hassan, what are you saying, bro? How you feeling?
Last years, you know, we always had a Rudiger in the team. Terry, Mickey Droy, I can mention some.
Even Carvalho, when he was playing, he was fucking getting
we
into
always
the dark arts and stuff.
Yeah.
And he showed up. We need him to stay.
Yeah.
I think I agree 100%.
I think
Sign the thing.
Every day in every game, for me, he stands out more. I love them both. I banter about Christensen because it winds up against Lewis. That's all I do it for, because he loves Christensen. I'd want them both to sign, but it's looking more and more each day that Christensen is not. He is definitely not going to sign.
No, he will.
Just go all out for Rudiger. Just get it done. Don't be ridiculous and give him over the odds. If it's 200 grand, give him 200 grand. I'm fine with 200 grand. Giving him.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely fine.
That's what he's after.
That's fine. I think we need to for next year, because I think we're going to have high turnover again at the back. Because I think Aspie's going to go as well, so we're going to lose Aspie and Christensen, and I think they'll try to still sell Alonso, and we've got Chilwell not coming back, so we're going to have high turnover, and I want stability. I want him and Thiago Silva there for stability. That's what I want, especially
for any young people that we're going to be bringing into this team to learn Chalobah, to learn from Thiago Silva, because we've seen. Just think about it this way. Ever since Thiago Silva has walked into this game, Rudiger has become world class. That's the influence that Thiago Silva has. But Hassan, what's going on, brother? I talked to you a half hour ago or an hour ago. Are you feeling any better?
Can you guys hear me clearly? Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I got over it after 5 minutes. I was like, oh fuck, Liverpool won. But then it's just the Carabao Cup. It's not like, the funny thing is, I treat the FA Cup when we lost to Leicester, that hurt a lot more than this one. This one was just, I feel like during the penalty shootout, you heard on the Discord, I was saying we're probably going to lose, because I was just accepted that.
Do you really think, like, did it really hurt as much as the FA Cup final? Because I feel like the FA Cup final, we bombed it. It was just like, we played like shit that game. Ziyech played terribly. I think Pulisic also played that game. He played like.
No, but I would say it hurts a lot more than the Carabao, because Carabao, like, let's be honest,
that's how the League Cup is the most one of the it's the most popular cups in this country. One of the major cups. The FA Cup's first, of course, but we also played against Liverpool, which we want to beat more than Leicester any day. We hate Liverpool. Don't we?
Yeah,
I know about it.
But also, like, I think for me, that makes this defeat worse than that FA Cup is that FA Cup defeat, I didn't feel like we deserved to win that. We played like shit. This one, we could have gotten the W. We could have won this competition, and then we lost it the way we lost it in the very, 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 very last play of the literally. You could not have gone any further with this game, like to decide it on the very last person, the very last kick, the very last penalty of the whole entire game, and that's how we lost it. We up until the very end, we fought this magnificent Liverpool, these world beaters, and we just couldn't win it. I don't know. I disagree, Hassan, but yeah, continue, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we could all agree to disagree, but it's I think it's preference. Kepa, I mean, there's nothing you could say. I mean, he was brought to win us the game on penalties, but it's just one of them days where I felt like it was just black magic, man. Like, no shots were going in, all goals were offside. Like, literally, all the keepers were. I would have, like, you if Kepa scored, I would be shocked if he goes for a whole 22 kicks each. Like, literally, like, everyone's either missing or they're either.
No one wanted to lose that game.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a game of hot potato, really, and the defense played well. Can't say nothing about them. I felt like the front three was a bit, besides Havertz, I feel like they underperformed, especially Mason Mount. I think this was probably his worst final in his career.
Well, every game I've seen him this year, I haven't seen a big performance from him. I don't know what Tuchel, or Ziyech couldn't play, but don't play. Like I said, I keep makes me. Don't play
Nick, I think that's a more indictment on.
We just don't have a
that you start Mount that's coming back from injury. It's more an indictment on them, really. that they're not even putting up trees for them to even start. That you put because he doesn't usually. The only one he really rushes back is Kante, and that's because Kante is just ridiculous when he comes back from injury. But that still doesn't. That's the injury. That still doesn't take away anything. That the injuries have played no factor in his misses today whatsoever. Yeah? They're no factor whatsoever.
You can't miss a ball like that. You know, he did a shoot, so he kicked the ball. I couldn't believe it. I thought that's the. Then the other two.
You're cutting in and out, Nick.
Sorry?
You're cutting in and out there.
I'm going in and out.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi's cutting in and out a bit.
All right.
Just come back in and then how you say it. And then I was going to quickly...
Let me go out.
Yeah, come straight away back in. Yeah, I mean, miss them
with this result. Yeah, go on, Hassan.
Jinx. I was going to say you go on, but I was going to quickly say it's probably Mason Mount's best performance in the final. Chalobah played well. Salah ghosted, but it is what it is. I have to put that in there. I mean, Lukaku's had a good performance today. Linked up quite well. I feel like the goal was onside. I feel like it was...
I've just actually seen it.
It's bullshit.
The sleeve is offside.
It's the sleeve.
Stupid rule. It's a stupid rule. You can't score with it. You can't score with it. It's
Andrew, I was going to ask, can you even score with your sleeve?
That's what I mean. You can't score with this. You can't score with your arm.
I swear, I remember because we played Ajax, right, and he hit Tommy's sleeve, and Aspi scored that 5-4. He got disallowed. I was like, he can't score from that.
You can't score with this part. So why is it then deemed? It's a stupid rule.
No, do you know what?
I guess I understand why people call it Liverpool now, because like this is the second time we played Liverpool. And it goes to VAR and offside. First, it was Timo with that offside because of the sleeve, and now Lukaku with the sleeve. So it just doesn't end. It just doesn't end with Liverpool.
It's bullshit.
It's a rubbish rule.
Yeah.
I swear. Andrew, doesn't his foot look further than his sleeve?
I just seen it. They did that. I've seen the lines. I don't see them do the lines. The letter of the law is fine, but the letter of the law is stupid. You can't score with the sleeve.
Yeah, and the letter of the law says here that tackle was a red card. But it is what it is, man. The pick and choose.
Oh my God, I'll give the mic off to Will. Will, how you doing, bro? Tell me everything, dude. Tell me, let it all out.
If there's one thing we've learned today, it's that our fan base cannot take criticism of a player in isolation. It's always about whataboutism. That's all I've seen today. You criticize Mount.
What about Norwich?
Pulisic. You bring up Pulisic. They mention something else. Like it's just we deserve to win that game. I won't have any Liverpool fans say otherwise.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we lose the Carabao Cup final that we played well in. It happens sometimes, doesn't it? Sometimes the best team doesn't always win. Liverpool are a great side, and they've got one of the best managers in the world. So I think this game could have gone either way, as on paper. But yeah, so of course it's disappointing to lose a final, especially when you have so many good chances. And that's the thing. This team, we can't find balance between having a clinical number 9 and creating good chances. We need to find that balance, and I don't know. That's up to Tuchel to find that balance, but I would normally try and defend a player that is getting not overly criticised though even today, because Mount was awful. He was shocking. I think Pulisic was a lot better than Mount, because I think in the build-up he drove with the ball better, released the ball at better times, and he made that really good pass to Mount, which Mount hit the post. But yeah, I think we just got to take it on our chin, and hopefully we can perform like we did today further on.
Yeah.
Is that C1?
Yeah, it's C1. I was just, he was the last one I'm going to let in, and then we'll end it.
Your precious Bielsa got sacked. You can hold that, yeah? You can hold it, yeah?
Man.
Bro, I think Andrew celebrated that more than winning the Champions League.
I did. No. It was definitely the biggest. It was like, hold that. Yeah, and then
wait, did he fully get sacked or did he resign?
Well,
Yeah, he got
mutual
sacked.
consent. Mutual
Oh,
consent.
okay. He probably did get sacked. I think
He got
they said
paid
they
off.
departed
It's
with him.
like Will. It's like saying before you get sucked, oh, I quit.
Jesse Marsh, who they're getting in shit though, so they're gonna go down.
Hey, you're wrong. The clip you for saying that out of context.
Yeah. Oh,
C1, what you saying,
C1
brother?
knows, man. C1 knows. He's been harassing me about Bielsa and Mourinho all season.
Hey, yo, C1, you've taken 2 L's in 2 days, man.
Yeah, man. 2 L's in 2 days. We had two criminals playing against us, Mr. Number 19 and Mr. LeBron James of football. I shall not
Stop it.
speak.
He wishes he was LeBron James.
He wishes he was, because he actually would have
he wishes,
scored.
man.
But I thought we actually played very well today. We should have finished the game off in the first half, in my opinion. I think there was one point where Pulisic played in Havertz and he was offside. Felt Pulisic should have played it a bit earlier because the defenders would have been caught out a bit. I thought Alonso kept Salah in his pocket and he actually defended well, and his crosses were actually good today. The penalty shootouts, it is what it is. I understand what Tuchel did in taking off Kepa because he has the better record in penalty shootouts, but obviously then Mendy probably had the game of his life as well, so it was a 50-50 there. I was surprised that Kante stayed on for that long, to be honest, because he was shocking.
Me too.
I think if you noticed, Stephen, I think Kovacic was starting to get hacked in the last 10 minutes. I think
he was getting hacked a lot.
He just came back from injury as well.
So.
Do you know what's funny though today? Do you know what's funny? The same people that are saying we should have had more control in the midfield are the same people that didn't want Jorginho to start. And I'm like, I don't understand.
Jorginho was excellent when he came on. We were better side in extra time. And he was excellent. Will knows Jorginho is not I'm not the biggest fan of Jorginho, but I won't have this issue that the midfield is our problem. We all saw what our problem is today. The attack.
And we've got to find the right profiles as well. We can't just go, because I have a feeling, for example, there could be a player out there that really suits us, but it's not going to make as much money as bringing in a big name. So hopefully we can just find the right profile.
I wanted to give. I think Lukaku came on and he affected the game very well.
He did, positively.
Yeah, it was good.
He actually looked decent. Timo bar a couple shit crosses. He was all right as well, to be fair.
No, listen, Timo quality, he doesn't have quality, but I think the presence of their pace and everything like that really meant that we had the upper hand in extra time.
It was nice.
He was close to scoring a banger, you know. He just went over the bar.
Disappointed we didn't win this cup because from the performance we put out today, we probably should have won it. But
yeah, man, you've been in the spaces this week. How Liverpool fans said, and it's ironic they call us obnoxious, but they're the most obnoxious fan base I've ever seen in my life. You've been in spaces, didn't you, this week, about how they were going to pack us, 3 or 4-1 or something like that. And it's like I kept my tongue because it's like I know this team when it gets to finals. I know my club when it gets to finals.
Hopefully we do well, and hopefully we can try go all out for the FA Cup, win something as well, and then the year. That's all I have to say.
I was gonna say, right, the differences between Chelsea fans and Liverpool fans. We run our mouth after we win. That's the difference. That's how I do it. I run my mouth after we won the UCL. Before the UCL, I just kept quiet. That's how it should be, man. Because that's what bragging rights does.
Exactly.
Not before.
What? They can't brag about anything. Mo Salah.
You can't brag about before you even.
Mo Salah got Alonso. No, everyone knows my opinions on Alonso. He pocketed Salah.
He put him in a spliff.
Salah's best chance was when
Marshall. I was gonna say, you remember in extra time, right, when there was 3 players pressing Alonso and he just cut in.
Yeah,
dude, that blew my mind. I couldn't believe.
Do you know what I don't get as well with Liverpool fans? They don't spend that much money, but when they do spend money, it normally seems to be the perfect profile that Klopp wants, the perfect player that can rotate in and out. Like Luis Diaz, they just signed him for 40 million, and he looks really good.
He looks excellent.
He looks really good
today.
Off the ball. He looks really good. On the ball,
he looks doing no look passes. Every other pass was a no look pass. It was I love the commitment. I love the commitment. It was just a 5-yard no look pass. He was excellent today.
He's really good. Yeah,
he was really good.
He got top scorer in the Copa America, didn't he, Marshall?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Hey, all I'm gonna say, man, whoever the scouts are, man, Roman, do your thing.
Michael Edwards was their director of football.
Great. Now you said us on. I do have to address this, and I think you all you guys agree with all this stuff, right? With the whole Roman situation, I'm going to touch on this, and then we're going to end the stream, but I feel we have to address it. I think Roman did what he had to do so that there could be less heat on Chelsea. Because let's get it right. Also, like this whole conflict in Ukraine and Roman have nothing to do with one another. I'm pretty sure Roman even himself doesn't agree with Putin and all this shit. So Roman's not gone from the club. He's gonna, when things calm down, and hopefully they do soon, he'll come back. He'll take the reins again, and it'll be back to normal. But I think you guys all agree. I think what Roman did was the right thing. I think he needed to step away from the club because of the drama attached to it.
And the cancel culture will come for his house.
Yeah, true.
And by the way, anyone thinking whatever happens, whether they put sanctions on him or not, he can still sell the club. And he's going to sell the club for what he's owed. And that's $1.5 billion or $2 billion. So it's only going to be bought by another super rich person. I hope it's not American. Because they don't like to spend. I'm sorry. I hope it's not.
I get it.
Sorry,
Do you know what I mean? Do
you know what'd be funny?
Listen, it'll be sold to another mega rich person because of what he, in an interest-free loan, what he's owed. That will be it. Yeah, that will be it. So anyone thinking if he does sell us, we're going to go down. We're not.
No.
If this same person looks at it and goes, this club, okay, transfer policy aside, makes money, I'm going to stick to the same business type of running it. But I'm going to have to pay $2 to $3 billion for it because he's going to not only want what he's owed, but he wants to make money off it.
Don't be surprised.
Like $2 or $3 billion to buy us, and it's only going to be another super mega rich person.
Do you know what would be funny?
On top of that, Andrew, and before I let you guys go, I'm sorry. On top of that, Andrew, let's not forget, Roman used to inject money into the club. I think the club now is at a point where we are self-sustainable.
Yeah.
We sold Eden Hazard, who had 1 year left on his contract, for how much money? Like, we make these great deals. We make money. So it's not like Roman's going to leave and all of a sudden Chelsea's going to plummet. There's going to be no funds. Like, don't get deluded, fans. Rival fans.
Just imagine if we were to be sold, just imagine it is by Daniel Ek, who tried to get Arsenal, and imagine we got bought by Spotify. They would be crying. They would be.
No, I don't want a broke boy buying our club.
If we're bought by anyone in Abu Dhabi or Qataris, you thought the spending was out of control. Like they thought the spending was bad when it first started. You wait, it will go. We won't be removed.
We'll be rebuilt.
We're not going down. This isn't a thing where the club will close and we're going to be AFC Chelsea and start from the bottom of the league. It's not going to happen.
I'm just saying, on Andrew's point, if we do get taken by an Abu Dhabi club, welcome Erling Haaland. Welcome Erling Haaland.
£1 million a week.
Welcome Erling Haaland and Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe, Haaland. You know what? Mo Salah's contract's up in a year. We'll take him as well.
There we go. We'll refresh our front three. We'll have Kylian Mbappe, Haaland, and Mo Salah. There you go. You can't beat that. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already. Andrew, thank you for joining me. Thank you every single person that joined the conversation today. Good game. Unfortunate result. We have another one against Luton. And then I think there's another Champions League. Is Champions League again today?
Burnley. I think it's Burnley at the weekend, and then we're not playing until a couple of weeks after in the Champions League.
Okay, cool.
Like a 3-week break in between. So
we need it.
With the week out, in a couple of weeks, a couple of weeks on Wednesday we play Lille. So
There we go. So, guys, make sure you're tuning in next Sunday for our occasional filter, Chelsea Unfiltered channel, the Chelsea Unfiltered Show, rather. Sundays at 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern time on the US. If you're over here on my side of the world,
or if you missed it, rewatch it and like.
Yeah, rewatch it. Rewatch it. Let us know in the comments what you think. Make sure you check out the description, the links to the Occasional for the Football Twitter, which Kai is handling. Which, by the way, Kai may be back next week. He's been really swamped with work, which is why he hasn't been making it lately. Which he has to prioritize that over everything.
He would have loved to make. He would have
loved to have made this show.
Yeah, we all know what his thoughts on Mount and everything.
On Mason especially. Oh my God.
Lord,
yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised if he showed up in chat at some point.
Yeah, he could have done it by himself. He could have done an hour and a half by himself.
Oh, listen, all it takes is blue eyes to mention Mount had a good game.
Exactly. But thank you guys so much for watching. Smash the like button for me. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'll catch you on Sunday after we have a fantastic week of football. All right, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and catch you next time. Peace. Don't do drugs.
Big up.